Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a tutorial of this makeup look. A couple weeks ago, or maybe last week, I did this makeup look and I wore it in a video, and I had a lot of requests to do tutorial for it, so that is what I'm doing. The lip is a little bit different than what I had on in that video, but you know, that's just life. I wanted to pick something really nice and summery and bright, so this is what I paired with it. I had some people asking me like if I was wearing Coffee Break with Danny's Quad by ColourPop. It's not that quad, it's not ColourPop, it's other things that I will show you. So if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. So I'm going to start off with my eyes. I've already done my complexion and I've primed my eyes as well. For my foundation, I used the YSL Touche Éclat foundation. If you want to see kind of like how I do my complexion, I will link the tutorial that I did last week, but I just want to make this one a little bit quicker, so we're just going to do eyes and lips and stuff like that. So for my eyes, I'm going to use kind of a mishmash of things. I'm going to use two Melt Cosmetics stacks, and I'm going to use a MAC pigment as well. So I'm just going to get started by using this stack. This one is Dark Matter, and this shade is Blur. I don't know why you cared. I don't know. I'm going to take that on an MB23 and just set my primer, actually, because I forgot to do that. It's a very similar color to the primer that I used and my skin tone, so it doesn't really matter where I get this. Next, from that same stack, I'm going to take Unseen, and it is this kind of poopy brown, and I'm going to use an MB23, and I'm just using that in my crease and blending it out really well. Then in the Lovesick stack, I'm going to take the shade Lovesick, and it's kind of like a wine color, but a little more red. And I'm going to put that in the lower crease area, but also it's going to go all over the lid, so this doesn't have to be super precise when you're placing in the crease. Just try not to get it up too high, and if you do, blend it out with your fluffy brush. Actually blend it no matter what, right guys? I love like reddish colors like this. I think they're so pretty, like Bitten from Makeup Geek. It's a gorgeous shade, very similar to this one. You guys could use that if you have that instead of this shade. So we're gonna go over with pigment on the lid, so it doesn't have to be super, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay if it's a little patchy or whatever. Because we're just going to cover that up basically. So for the next step, I'm going to take a synthetic concealer brush, and I'm going to take this pigment by MAC called XxSarahNicolexX, and it's just this really pretty pearly like lavender shade, and I'm going to actually spray my brush down with this Makeup Forever spray. Okay, so I'm applying the pigment wet, and I'm just going to put that, whoa, I love this pigment so much. I'm just going to put it all over where the red is just on the lid. So it's actually really cool when you apply this over the top of this red shade, because it gives it almost this like duochrome and adds this red like tint to this pigment that it didn't have otherwise, and it's so pretty. And like I said, we have it peeking out from above the pigment as well. This kind of reminds me of the NARS Dual Intensity eyeshadows. How when you get it wet, it's like super foily and like, I don't know, I just love it. So then as far as the edge goes here, I'm going to take the brush that I used to apply the red shade originally, and I'm going to blend that edge so it's all nice and soft. And again, that will emphasize a little bit of that red. Now see how I have the bright, shocking purple right there, and then it fades up into that kind of like sunrise or sunset of like the red, and then the transition shade, and then my skin tone. I like that. I'm going to take that same pigment and just put a little bit in the inner corners just to make them a little bit more intense and bright, because I think that's fun. So it's okay for the red to kind of be canceled out in the inner corners here. There shouldn't be a whole lot of it there anyway. So back to that Lovesick shade, I'm just going to take that on a little short brush and just run that along my lower lash line. And then I'm just going to blend that out really well and make really cute faces. So that is it for the shadow. You guys have noticed, and I know I've heard from you a few times about the fact that I don't usually highlight my brow bone, and that's just a personal preference. Absolutely do that if you like to. This look would look really good with a cool toned brow highlight, but I don't like to do that on myself, so I just don't. So I've applied my lashes and mascara, and I'm going to move on to the lips now. Excuse my lash glue, it's not quite dry yet, so if you see white, that is what that is. First I'm going to conceal my lip line as I always do. I'm using Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Concealer. My shade is Light 18. And I'm just going to apply like literally the tiniest amount of that. Then I'm going to go in with MAC Lasting Sensation Lip Liner. And following that up with this lip color by Melt Cosmetics. This is called Summer. How appropriate. So this is the completed look with complexion and lips and eyes and everything finished and done. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and that you found it helpful and summery and fun. If you guys have any other requests, as always, leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. And make sure you guys check out our vlog channel. Taylor and I are vlogging every single weekend and posting every single Tuesday from that previous weekend. So I will link that down below if you guys want to check that out. And I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!